because they are back on top of the college football world. Alabama heading into this season trying to repeat as national champ and keep that trophy away from Clemson, Ohio State, and the other usual suspects. But could some new blood crash the party? Heather Dinich has that answer.
Year after year.
In a season of chaos, constant excellence, Bama bludgeons the Buckeyes.
The same four teams, Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, and Oklahoma, have accounted for 20 of the past 28 semifinal appearances in the college football playoff. That doesn't mean this fall can't be different. Any Power 5 team talented enough to win its conference and finish undefeated or with one loss has a legitimate shot at finishing in the top four. Iowa State, North Carolina, Indiana have an outside chance at sneaking in, but they all have at least one Herculean task to accomplish along the way. For Iowa State, the problem is beating Oklahoma twice. For Indiana, it's beating Ohio State. Just once would do. And North Carolina has to find its way to the ACC championship game where anything is possible with a win over Clemson. Here's why they can do it. Iowa State should be in the top 10 in both offensive and defensive efficiency, a trait of past playoff contenders. Indiana returns 19 starters who almost beat the Buckeyes last fall. UNC returns a Heisman hopeful quarterback in Sam Howell, along with every starter on the offensive line and 10 starters on defense.
Really good. We look forward to our Wednesdays with Heather and Paul. And so here's the thing. As we always say, you know, with all-star selections and stuff, if you're going to put someone new in, you got to take somebody out. Paul, which of the traditional powers, the usual suspects, do you think is the likeliest to fall out this year?
I would take Clemson out for this reason, Greeny. They meet the team that I think can get in the first game of the season. You have Georgia and Clemson in Charlotte, and if Georgia wins this game, and right now I think they're going to, they fall to number one in the country perhaps. And yes, they still have to deal with Alabama later in the year in the SEC championship game, but that would probably be about it. I think they'll get by Florida and everyone else on their schedule. So we could see a changing of the guard by the end of the first weekend of the regular season.
What do you think, Heather?
I'll pile on Paul's Clemson doubt, but I'll tell you more reasons. One is because I'm not convinced that their offensive line is going to be as good this year. They've got questions at wide receiver, even if Justin Ross is cleared to come back. And who is behind their new quarterback, DJ Uiagalelei? I don't think Dabo Swinney even knows that, so God forbid he gets hurt. That is a huge question mark at quarterback in terms of depth at that position, but that Georgia game is the right place to start in that conversation.
Now, the college football playoff basically starts week one. Having said that, we know that we are now moving towards, I shouldn't say we know, we believe we are probably moving towards a complete revamping of the college football system. And Heather Dinich, you have been all over that story for us for the past week. Paul, as you've had some time to digest it and talk to all of your callers and get all of their perspective, where do you stand right now?
I think it's fabulous, Greeny. And you know me, I mean, the odds of me being positive on something are about the same as Halley's Comet coming around, which is about every 77 years. But I think it is brilliantly laid out. I do have a concern, though. As Heather will see this weekend in Chicago, they'll announce 12, and they'll ultimately get to 12 being the number because it fits the most important people in the game. But when will this thing go into effect? Bill Hancock has said it won't happen at least until 2 more seasons. But I've talked to people inside the bubble, and they're not positive. They cannot guarantee it will happen then because there are so many contracts to unwind.
Well, yeah, Heather, you will be there in Chicago covering that. What do we know about that so far?
Paul's absolutely right. There are people in that room who think it can happen before the contract expires, and there are also people in the room who are highly doubtful of that and need to be shown some evidence that it's possible. When they go in that meeting on Thursday and Friday to discuss this in person for the first time, I would be surprised if they walk out not agreeing on 12. But that being said, there are a lot of details that they have to hash out. Do they all agree on the fact that the first 4 seeds will not have a home game? Do they agree that those first round games will be at home for on-campus sites for the other ones, and how the bowls work in? Major questions. But once they agree on that, they have to convince the university presidents next week in Dallas.
We will see. Again, Heather will be live with us tomorrow morning from Chicago with the very latest on the sweeping changes coming to college football. But to your point, the question is when. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.